What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, current unified Mexican heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz Jr., hits back at the critics, claiming he's only partying and they worried about his approach to the rematch, with highly anticipated rematch, should I say, against former unified British heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, which is scheduled to take place December 7th in Saudi Arabia. Andrew Ruiz had this to say. He stated that all these critics talking about his approach and that he's partying too much. He likes it. He says they don't know. Nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes. Nobody knows what our approach is. We working. I want everybody to continue to sleep on me, continue to doubt me, so that way they don't see me coming, including Anthony Joshua. He says Tyson Fury don't know S about what's going on in my camp and in my life. He says, but he wants everybody to continue to doubt him ahead of this rematch. He stated that, I'm working, I'm very focused, and I plan on being victorious December 7th. Everybody's opinions is all solely based on the fact of what they see on social media. They have no clue what we're doing behind the scenes and what we're working on. But trust and believe, we are focused and we will be victorious December 7th. Everything is not about partying. It's the art of illusion. Don't believe everything you see. Wow. Andrew Ruiz Jr. is on fire ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Anthony Joshua. I was one who was critical of seeing that he's at parties and feeling like he's not too focused on this rematch because contrary to popular belief, this is the biggest fight of Andrew Ruiz Jr.'s career. Not that first fight. The first fight, nobody seen him coming, including Anthony Joshua. Now, a boxer is supposed to be prepared and ready for any challenge because you're not supposed to overlook any opponent because on any given Saturday night, anything can happen, right? In the sport of boxing. So you need to be prepared for any and everything when you step through those ropes in the sport of boxing. As we seen in the situation with Iron Mike Tyson versus James Buster Douglas. Nobody saw that coming, right? Not one person on God's green earth outside of James Buster Douglas and his team, right? And his family and friends. Nobody saw that coming, and I'm pretty sure there's people in his camp and his family, his friends that had doubt that he was going to pull it off and beat Mike Tyson. But he did, right? So at the end of the day, everybody needs to be focused. So what happens is Anthony Joshua and the rest of the boxing world didn't see that coming. Now everybody sees it coming. Anthony Joshua also knows what to expect. Just like we say styles make fights, and Andrew Ruiz is going to be more prepared as he came on a 5-week short notice, and he'll be more prepared. Anthony Joshua, too, fought Andrew Ruiz on a short notice and didn't know what to expect, right? And so with that said, this is the most important fight of Andrew Ruiz Jr.'s career, right? Everybody sees him coming now. The art of surprise is gone, right? Everybody expects Andrew Ruiz Jr. to have success, right? Or there's people that's going to feel like it was a fluke the first time and expect him to fail. And him always showing that he's celebrating on social media or interviews or, his tour of celebration on different talk shows and things of that nature, leaves everybody to believe that he's not properly being prepared, properly preparing himself for the rematch. That Anthony Joshua is taking this rematch serious because he has everything on the line. Anthony Joshua going into the first fight didn't have everything on the line, right? He had, things at stake, but it was a little bit different. Now, if he loses twice, especially in the fashion he did the first time, his career could be over. You understand? So Andrew Ruiz has to prove it wasn't a fluke. So, in fact, this is the biggest fight of his career, not that first fight. The first fight, he had the art of not everybody of surprise on his side. He had the art of surprise on his side because most people overlooked him, including Anthony Joshua. There's a strong possibility that Anthony Joshua overlooked him, right? There's a strong possibility. There's truth to what Anthony Joshua said about him not being focused and motivated to fight Andrew Ruiz. And this time, he has to be focused and prepared to face Andy Ruiz. And now he's motivated because he lost something. and he's on a mission to regain it. So he's definitely going to be motivated. So the art of surprise is over. So Andy Ruiz, this is the biggest fight of Andy Ruiz Jr.'s career, of his life. This is the proof that it wasn't a fluke. This is the proof that he can bang with the big boys. He belongs on that level, right? Because at one time, it was just a three-headed monster, right? It was Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. And Andy Ruiz thrust his name into that pool of superstars in the heavyweight division, claiming that I'm not a B-level fighter. I'm not a contender. I'm, in fact, the champion. And he did it in dramatic fashion by dropping Joshua 4 times and ultimately stopping him. So this is a huge fight to prove this is where he belongs, and it wasn't a fluke. James Buster Douglas' biggest fight of his life wasn't the Mike Tyson fight because he had the art of surprise on his side. In fact, the biggest fight of James Buster Douglas' career was the Evander Holyfield fight, and he failed. He flunked big time, right? Because everybody felt like Buster Douglas was out celebrating. He already conquered the mountain, and he got complacent, and the rest was history, right? He was satisfied. He conquered the mountain. He did the unthinkable, and there was no more motivation, and he lost big time and never regained his status. And this is what people feel in the same situation with Andy Ruiz. So I can't wait to see how this plays out. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got. Andy Ruiz Jr., current unified Mexican heavyweight champion, created history on top of it. On top of it, he created history, right? He became the first Mexican heavyweight champion in the history of the sport of boxing. That's another situation where complacency could set in. But y'all know what it is, man. Andy Ruiz says, listen, I love people to think that I'm just out celebrating and partying. They don't know what I got going behind the scenes, but we working, and I highly expect to be victorious December 7th in Saudi Arabia. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.